And as you can see, we're gonna have some more friends in the chat because I'm surprised my co-host didn't message me and cussing me out for what I said last week. It actually happened. Gunther comes out. He's a champion again. He feels good about himself, and then Goldberg, 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 Goldberg shows up. I'm here to celebrate you. But you did start something with me in my hometown back in September. Well, since it started there, I'm going to finish it there. You and me, Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, Georgia. Because Gunther, you're next.
Ladies and gentlemen, tangent right here. Paul Levesque, the genius.
Hold on, you get the camera for this.
Paul Levesque, the genius behind this whole garbage, took the belt off of our beloved King of the Yeats, the Year of Worlds, Jey Uso, so that this match could be for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's why Jey Uso is no longer champion. So for all you people that's out there trying to come up with all these things and say, oh, he wasn't having a good run, he was selling merchandise, people yeet all over the place, yeet all over themselves, just yeet, 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 yeet. But he's not champion. So a dude that has what? Key in the building. Appreciate you typing in and talking to us. 2 moves of doom. Gets a match. What's the moves? Key even gives us the moves. Spear, jackknife. It may be a clothesline. Right? Maybe he's evolved over years. Maybe a clothesline. You mean to tell me that you couldn't have Goldberg and Gunther just have a match? It had to be for the World Heavyweight Championship. We cut the reins short of Jey Uso just for you to give us Goldberg, who's about 1 million years old, Methuselah's cousin, as the person that has the right to walk in. Ain't been in here no time soon. Walks in, and he's going to get a championship match. Because you know they're going to make it a championship match because it's supposed to be, quote-unquote, his retirement match. So my question is, when do you start getting championship match for retirement matches? And when do we change championships just so Goldberg can get a championship match? Paul, you got to do better. These are not conversations that we should be having. You're supposed to be the great savior. You're supposed to be the guy that's going to take WWE into the next era and make it great. The lie detector test determined that's been a lie. You need to be better. That's all I got to say about
that. I'm saying it again. I'm surprised he didn't message me cussing me out when I said what I said. And then it happened.
Well, the thing is, I knew that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't me get mad at you. You're not Paul.
Oh, no, I'm not Paul.
It's Paul's fault. This is all Paul's fault. Great job, Paul.
See? Sometimes when you have an idea where they're going, you wish you would be wrong, but then they just keep proving you right, and you just wish, like, can you just prove me wrong one good time?
If enough people said it online, they would have went a different direction. Because, you know, Paul's thing is, if everybody's saying that's what we're going to do, we got to do something different.
Like I sat here and said 2 weeks ago that I did not feel good about Jey Uso going against Gunther for that dark title. You got Jey Uso in every single feud going on across Raw and SmackDown. Well, he's supposed to be a Raw superstar. And then Gunther just chilling back. He don't lick all his rooms. He don't smack around Pat McAfee. And y'all wanted me to sit here and have faith in Jey Uso? I said no, because I knew exactly what they was doing. I was like, oh Lord, he's gonna win this title, and then Goldberg's coming up. And sure enough, Gunther wins the title. Goldberg pops up. Oh, Cole, we know exactly how Rikishi feels.
Cole says Gunther versus Goldberg. Goldberg hits 2 spears and a jackhammer. Kick out at 2. Goldberg cusses himself on the ring pole from a failed spear. Oh, man. Then he says, Gunther then hits a clothesline, 2 power bombs, and a chokeout. 2 minutes. Well, Triple H ain't going to do no... I mean, Paul is not going to do a 2-minute match. It's got to be 20 minutes, right? Because they're only going to have 4 to 5 matches on the card because, why actually put a good card together? You're having all the championship matches on SmackDown next week.
I didn't even get that far, but
it's relevant.
He's on his cool tangent, so I'm going to let him
go. It's relevant. It's garbage. Why are all the tag team matches on SmackDown? All the championship matches. Since before WrestleMania, we have had a set of tag team champions that have not appeared on a premium live event. We've had multiple ones. The Street Profits. Why is that? Because Paul is worried about Goldberg. That's why. But he don't see color. Key says, Oldberg. She's 100% right. Cole says, good evening, Monarchs. Good evening, Mr. Johnson. Yolanda chimes in. Don't nobody want to see that. Yolanda, me and you was sharing a brain tonight. I'm feeling you. Real talk. Key says, yep. Can't call him Trips no more. Got to call him by his government. Yep. Paul. There is no more Triple H. He's Paul. You don't get a character no more. You're just Paul. You don't even have a last name. You're just Paul.
You don't get a last name.
Cole says Jey Uso is still the most over guy in the WWE. Yes, he is.
Man, don't even get a last name.
You don't get. We don't. No, you're not a last name. You're just Paul. Key says, "Laugh out loud."
Laughing at your crazy behind.
Cole says, "Rikishi would be proud of you, cool." Well, thank you. He should be proud of me. You know what, Rikishi? I'm with you, bro. I heard what you said, and I'm with you. And people be trying to clown about who you would have as champions and all that, the little memes and all that. But at the end of the day, if you can't do that. You can't do what they did to Jay. That is disrespectful. All y'all should just go to AEW and make that show better, and piss on Paul and his ignorance. But anyway, Yolanda says, I think we all knew it when he was getting a rematch, right? But
it's not the fact Gunther was getting a rematch. It was when the rematch took place. When they said on Raw, I was like, I don't like that whatsoever.
Right. Damien, I didn't like the fact that he had that tag match the night before. We talked about that. Damien says, I don't like this Gunther and Goldberg title match, but at the same time, in my opinion, it was a little too early to put the title on Jay. Yeah, he was hot and selling merch, but that shouldn't mean it was the right. And he continued. Hold on. Stuck for a second. Time to give him the title. In my opinion, he needed a little more time to be at the top. So my question when people say that is, how are you supposed to get to the top if you're not a champion? Like if you don't have the championship pedigree, how are you gonna be at the top? That's my thing. I mean, you can say he needed more time, but he's the hottest thing out there. Merchandise is selling. You're gonna sell a lot of the side plates. People gonna be buying the belt because Jay got it. What more do you want from him? He's done all he can do to get over. This is a Paul problem. This is Paul being Paul. That's what this is. Yolanda says Goldberg don't do 20-minute matches. He gonna have to look. You know what they're gonna do, Yolanda? You remember what was it? It was like Batista and Triple H when they had their last match, and they would fight for about 3 minutes, and then both people would be on the ground for 5 minutes. It's gonna be like that. Goldberg gonna spear Gunther out of his socks, and then they gonna both be laying on the ground for 5 minutes so Goldberg can get some air. But that's Paul doing these 20-minute matches. These things are all Paul. I'm saying it's Paul. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
And this is why I went a different route today.